All right, 2019 is just around the corner, and make it the year to finally get organized. Helen Austin is organizing and time management expert, and she's here with some life-changing tips. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, good to be back.
Life-changing, I like that.
It can be life-changing. It really
be.
can be, actually. So I'm going to share with you 5 of my standard tips for just general organization. And the first one is to give a home for everything. So be really intentional about your use of space, and preferably a lot of these homes are contained, or they're trays, or they're giving some type of physical boundary to your stuff. And I have some examples of that here. But also secondary, label. Label a lot. If you think it might need a label, go ahead and label it.
Labeling is fun too.
Overdo it. And there's lots of ways you can do it, from these awesome chalkboard labels, which usually come with the pen inside of the package. They're also a really great gift. Good old label makers are great because it looks nice and neat. My handwriting is horrible. You
Mine
can tell.
Too.
So don't look too closely at those.
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. And it's smudged.
legible. It's totally fine.
It's legible, but it's
you
not pretty.
You are fine.
Also, there are little clips for any of these cube storage things.
Okay.
So you can buy these, and this can then hold on to a nice clip. Plus, you can print labels from your printer now. You just buy the special sticky paper and run that through your printer, and you have really good looking labels. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Also, small stuff. These key tag are really great to clip onto, like wicker baskets or things that otherwise are kind of odd. So you're giving everything a home, and you're labeling a lot. Those are your first 2 things.
Isn't it funny how having just a boundary and having a spot helps you keep things organized too? There's something psychological about it.
There is. There really is.
Yeah, and you'll realize, like, oh, now that I just know where this goes, it'll actually maybe end up there more frequently.
It will. And the other thing to help with that is what I call my 2-10 rule. So remember the numbers 2 and 10. So the first one, if an action is going to take you 2 minutes or less, do it. And in reality, most things don't take us 2 minutes or less, right? It's maybe 5 or 10 seconds to walk, maybe.
Yeah, but you build it up in your head.
But we do.
Like, I can't.
But then it builds up in space, and it builds up in this more event or dread of actually playing catch up.
Right.
So if it takes 2 minutes or less, do it.
Do it.
The 10-minute one is have a 10-minute like tidy or cleanup at the end of every day. Like right before bed, you can set an old-fashioned timer, and I'm being really serious with the timer, but set it, do a 10-minute quick pickup. You won't have these large organizing events or clutter messes to have to maintain.
It doesn't become, oh, my Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Plus, if you use an old school timer, you won't get lost on your phone. You won't get lost in social media land. So avoid your phone when you're trying to do this. Last tip, feel free to consider hiring someone like myself or someone on our team, because it can be life-changing really fast. Rather than putting all the burden on you, or if you try to enlist friends or family, it puts a strain on those relationships. And we've seen lots of that before.
Oh, really?
So hire an outside third party. We have no relationship to your stuff, but we can help you reach those New Year goals.
Yeah, it sounds like it's so simple, and it's almost just going back to basics.
It is.
You know, like you said, using a simple timer, because I'm so guilty of that. I get on my phone and I start.
I do too.
It's almost like you need that structure, because for me, I can also get distracted by cleaning too much. And next thing you know, 30 minutes have gone by, and I haven't actually worked on what I was supposed to work on. But this gives you a start and an end time, and you can say, okay, I did my 10 minutes, I'm good for today, and you just got to kind of
And daily habits are easier to keep up with rather than once and now and then and deciding, well, maybe I should do that today or not. It's, no, I do this every night.
Perfect. Just a little bit at a time. Work towards it in the new year. That would be a great goal for all of us, wouldn't it? So for more from Helen, you can visit organizedbyhelen.com, and we're also going to have a link on kclive.tv later on today with more of this information. And thank you so much for sharing your tips, as usual.